The New England Patriots have made a move that could truly reshape the landscape of their defense this season, and it's one that's catching a lot of attention for all the right reasons. It's not about the flashy offensive line shifts or adding a new wide receiver to shake things up. No, this change comes deep in the secondary at the safety position, and it revolves around a rookie named Craig Woodson. Now, Woodson isn't just any rookie. He's a fourth-round pick from California, a player who's been on the radar of many fans and analysts for quite some time due to his versatility and playmaking ability. Going back a few months, I remember highlighting Woodson as a name to watch, a guy who fits perfectly into what Mike Vrabel and defensive coordinator Terrell Williams are trying to build on that side of the ball, a defense that demands toughness, aggression, and a willingness to take risks. What makes Woodson so intriguing is not just his physical skill set, but his mindset. He's a headstrong player who isn't afraid to put his body on the line, someone who plays with an edge, but also knows how to adapt within different schemes. In recent practices, this has become more evident as Woodson began working reps with a first-team defense. He's lining up alongside established names like Hawkins and Peppers in the nickel package, while Kyle Duggar, who has traditionally held a prominent spot in the safety rotation, has been relegated to the second team. This shift immediately raised eyebrows because Duggar isn't just any safety. He's a player with a substantial contract, a multi-million-dollar deal that reflects how much the Patriots valued him coming out of college and in his professional career so far. But what exactly does this all mean for Duggar? There's no doubt that the rookie surge from Woodson put some pressure on him. Duggar signed a 4-year contract worth $58 million, with over $32 million guaranteed. For any team, that's a significant investment, and to see a younger player potentially edging him out raises the question. Could the Patriots consider moving on from Duggar? The financials are interesting. Even though Duggar's guaranteed money makes cutting him costly this year, the actual cap hit saved wouldn't be enormous if they did decide to make that move. The savings mostly come from roster and workout bonuses, which are relatively small compared to the guaranteed base. So, while releasing Duggar wouldn't free up a huge chunk of cap space, it would open the door for the younger, fresher option to take over and help the team move forward in a new direction. Of course, it's far too early to assume the Patriots are ready to cut ties with Duggar. The veteran safety has shown flashes of high-level play, and many believe he's an essential piece of the defense when healthy. Last season, injuries hampered his performance, which might have contributed to Woodson's increased reps in training camp. Still, Duggar is the longest-tenured safety on the roster, a player who has earned respect within a locker room and from coaches over his time in New England. The coaching staff's decision to draft Woodson last year shows they believe in his potential, and as Vrabel was the one who selected him, it makes sense that Woodson might receive a bit of a preference as the team tries to evaluate who best fits their defensive identity moving forward. This kind of internal competition is what keeps teams evolving. Duggar's experience, combined with Woodson's youthful energy, creates an intriguing dynamic. Whether Woodson ultimately takes the starting job or merely rotates in to create different defensive looks, his presence adds a new layer to the Patriots secondary. It's also worth noting that the secondary features other young talents like Christian Gonzalez, a cornerback with tremendous upside, further emphasizing the team's ongoing youth movement. Balancing veterans like Carlton Davis and Jabril Peppers with these emerging players could be the foundation of a strong defensive unit that can grow and adapt over the next few seasons. Now, digging deeper into the Woodson versus Duggar debate, it's clear that Woodson is earning his reps with the first team because he's showing something special on the field. His ability to read plays, make aggressive tackles, and drop into coverage with confidence makes him a natural fit for the Patriots system. If he continues on this trajectory, it would not be surprising to see him emerge as a consistent starter. For Duggar, this means he may need to prove his value in other ways, either as a reliable backup, a leader in the locker room, or a versatile piece that the coaching staff can deploy in specific situations. The question is whether the Patriots see more long-term upside with Woodson or still believe Duggar is the best option to anchor that safety position. Beyond the defensive backfield, there are other interesting roster questions, especially on the offensive line. Take Cole Strange, for example. Drafted in the first round in 2022, Strange was expected to be a cornerstone of the Patriots line, for years to come. Yet, current reports indicate that Strange might not be locked into a starting role this season. Instead, Jared Wilson is taking first-team reps at left guard, while the center position seems to be a bit of a revolving door between players like Bradbury and Ben Brown. The fact that Strange, a first-round pick, isn't guaranteed a starting spot speaks to the depth and competition within the line, as well as the constant evaluation the Patriots coaching staff is conducting to field the best possible unit. Contract-wise, Strange's deal is substantial, but not so burdensome that the team couldn't move on if necessary. His cap hit isn't prohibitive, so if the Patriots decide that he isn't fitting their plans, they could look to retain him for depth or explore other options. The offensive line is always a crucial piece for any team's success, and the Patriots seem to be focusing heavily on maintaining strong depth and flexibility in that area, even if it means shuffling some pieces more frequently than fans might expect. Shifting back to the bigger picture, one of the most compelling narratives unfolding is around the quarterback position, with Drake May entering his second year. Mike Vrabel has made it crystal clear that May needs to be more than just a talented player. He needs to lead this team both on and off the field. The expectation is that May commands the respect of his teammates, sets the tone in the locker room, and never takes a day off in terms of preparation and focus. Performance on game day might fluctuate, as it does with any young quarterback, but leadership and demeanor must be consistent and exemplary. This kind of accountability is exactly what Vrabel demands from all his players, especially his signal caller. Vrabel's approach is refreshing because it doesn't sugarcoat what it means to be the quarterback of the Patriots. May has to rise to the occasion every single day, understanding that he is the face of the franchise and that the team's success starts with him. It's a tough challenge, but one that May seems eager to embrace. The fact that Vrabel is willing to hold him to these high standards so early in his career is a strong indication that the coaching staff sees real leadership potential in May. They want him to push himself and his teammates, to keep everyone aligned and motivated through the highs and lows of the season. This kind of leadership from the quarterback position will be critical as the Patriots try to rebuild and contend in a competitive division. May's growth will be closely watched by fans and analysts alike, but it's encouraging to see a coach like Vrabel who doesn't shy away from demanding excellence. Instead of making excuses or lowering expectations, he's setting a clear bar for what this team needs from its leader. That kind of mentality can be infectious, helping the whole squad buy into the process and play with more confidence and determination. At the same time, the defense's evolution, with new faces like Woodson and the shifting roles of veterans like Duggar, suggests the Patriots are in a transitional phase, blending youth with experience and trying to find a right chemistry that will carry them through the season and beyond. The offensive line adjustments and quarterback development add further layers to this story, making it one of the most compelling rebuilds in the league. The season ahead promises plenty of twists and turns, with battles for starting spots, rookies making their case, and leaders stepping up to define the culture. The Patriots are at a crossroads where every decision counts, and these moves with Woodson and May could very well shape the team's identity for years to come. As the Patriots prepare for the upcoming season, the spotlight on their defense grows even brighter, especially when you consider the underlying strategy Mike Vrabel and Terrell Williams are employing. It's not just about plugging holes or filling out the depth chart. This is a calculated approach to build a defense that's adaptable, aggressive, and capable of evolving as the league changes. Craig Woodson's emergence as a potential starter is a perfect example of this mindset. The team isn't just looking at his physical talent, but also the way he fits into the broader defensive scheme. Woodson's versatility allows him to shift seamlessly between deep coverage roles and more aggressive run support responsibilities, giving Vrabel and Williams the flexibility to tweak their defensive looks without having to substitute personnel constantly. This kind of defensive fluidity is becoming more crucial as offenses grow more complex and fast-paced. Teams aren't just lining up in one formation anymore. They're constantly shifting personnel, motioning players, and attacking defenses in ways that require safeties and linebackers to be highly adaptable. Woodson's aggressive playing style, combined with his football IQ, makes him an ideal candidate to thrive in this environment. He's not just reacting to plays. He's anticipating them, reading quarterbacks and offensive tendencies, and positioning himself to make game-changing plays. His knack for timely tackles and forced turnovers could be the difference in close games where every possession matters. Meanwhile, the situation with Kyle Duggar adds an interesting layer to this narrative. Duggar has proven he can perform at a high level when healthy, but injuries have hampered his ability to stay on the field consistently. His hefty contract and guaranteed money reflect the Patriots' past faith in him. But the harsh reality of the NFL is that production and availability often outweigh financial considerations. If Woodson continues to show that he can hold his own or even outplay Duggar, the Patriots may have to make a difficult choice, whether to stick with the veteran for his experience or fully commit to the younger player who represents the future of the team's defense. This potential transition highlights a broader theme within the Patriots organization, a delicate balance between honoring proven talent and pushing forward with youth and potential. It's a balancing act many teams face, but the Patriots' history of sustained success means they often have less margin for error. Every decision they make carries weight, and the choice to give Woodson first-team reps over Duggar signals that the coaching staff is at least seriously considering a new direction at safety. Whether that leads to a trade, a release, or simply a reshuffling of roles remains to be seen. But the message is clear. Competition is alive and well in New England. Looking beyond the defensive backfield, the offensive line continues to be a hot topic. The Patriots have always emphasized the importance of a strong offensive front, and recent developments suggest they are still in the process of finding the right mix of starters and backups to protect their quarterback and establish a running game. Cole Strange, despite being a first-round pick, is not a guaranteed starter, which speaks volumes about the depth the Patriots are cultivating on the line. Jared Wilson's emergence as a first-team left guard and the competition at center between Bradbury and Ben Brown illustrate that the coaching staff is willing to shake things up if it improves overall performance. The nature of the offensive line competition also reflects the evolution of the NFL's salary landscape. It's fascinating to observe how rookie contracts have ballooned over the past few years. Cole Strange's deal as a first-round pick from just a few seasons ago is now roughly on par with what second-round picks are receiving today. This inflation in rookie contracts means teams must be even more strategic in managing their salary cap, weighing the cost of keeping certain players versus the potential benefits. The Patriots, known for their cap-savvy moves, are likely factoring all this into their decision-making process on the offensive line, ensuring they have both the talent and the financial flexibility to remain competitive. All of this ties back into the quarterback situation, where Drake May is under intense scrutiny as he enters his second year. The pressure on May is immense, not only because of the position's importance, but because he's being tasked with leading a team that's in the midst of a rebuild. Mike Vrabel's comments about May needing to lead this team reflect a broader philosophy that leadership is non-negotiable for the quarterback. The idea that May must hold himself accountable every day, maintain high standards for his preparation, and set the tone for the entire roster shows that the Patriots expect more than just physical talent from their signal caller. Vrabel's no-nonsense approach is a reminder that in New England, the quarterback role comes with responsibilities that extend far beyond throwing the ball. Leadership involves setting an example in the locker room, managing adversity, and maintaining composure under pressure. For May, this is a learning curve, but it's also an opportunity to develop into the kind of leader who can rally teammates and elevate the entire offense. Vrabel's faith in May's potential to grow in this area is encouraging, and it speaks to the kind of culture the Patriots want to cultivate, one where accountability and toughness are at the forefront. The quarterback's development is also tied to the offensive line's ability to protect him and the overall offensive scheme's effectiveness. The Patriots have always been known for their methodical approach to offense, emphasizing smart decision-making, quick passes, and a balanced attack. If the offensive line can gel and provide consistent protection, it will give May the time he needs to make plays and build confidence. At the same time, integrating new weapons and adjusting the playbook to suit May's strengths will be critical in maximizing the offense's potential. Meanwhile, the defense is undergoing its own transformation. With Woodson pushing for a starting role and the defensive staff experimenting with different personnel groupings, the Patriots are trying to find a formula that maximizes their strengths while masking any weaknesses. The inclusion of young talent alongside seasoned veterans creates a dynamic where energy and experience blend to create a resilient unit. Christian Gonzalez, for example, brings youthful speed and coverage ability to the cornerback position, while veterans like Carlton Davis provide stability and leadership. Peppers adds a versatile piece who can impact the game in multiple ways, whether in coverage, blitzing, or run support. This mix of youth and experience is a hallmark of Vrabel's defensive philosophy. He values toughness and versatility, expecting his players to be physically and mentally prepared to handle multiple roles. Woodson's aggressive style and ability to play multiple positions within the secondary fit perfectly into this vision. His success in earning first-team reps signals that the Patriots are not afraid to rely on younger players if they demonstrate the right attitude and capability. On the flip side, Duggar's situation serves as a reminder of how quickly things can change in the NFL. A player who once held a secure starting role now faces an uncertain future as younger talent rises. This underscores the league's relentless nature. Injuries, contracts, and performance all play pivotal roles in shaping careers. For Duggar, the upcoming weeks and preseason games will be crucial in determining whether he can reclaim his spot or if the Patriots decide to move on. The potential for a trade or release remains, but for now, it's a wait-and-see situation. The offensive line battle also adds intrigue to the Patriots' offseason story. Depth is crucial in the trenches, and while Strange might not start, his presence on the roster could be invaluable should injuries strike. The competition between players like Wilson, Bradbury, and Brown reflects a healthy internal fight that should elevate the unit's overall play. The Patriots know that to support a young quarterback and control the clock, their offensive line must be both technically sound and mentally tough. Looking ahead, the Patriots face the challenge of integrating all these pieces: a defense in flux, a quarterback under pressure, an offensive line in competition, and creating a cohesive team ready to contend in one of the NFL's toughest divisions. The stakes are high, but so is the potential. Woodson's rise, May's development, and the ongoing battles on the offensive line all contribute to a fascinating narrative unfolding in New England. Every decision, every rep in practice, every snap in preseason will be scrutinized as the Patriots try to find their identity. The coaching staff's commitment to holding players accountable and pushing young talent to step up bodes well for the future. It's a process that requires patience, but also demands immediate results to keep the team competitive. In the end, the Patriots are at a crossroads, balancing respect for established veterans with a need to embrace new talent and build a foundation for sustained success. The moves involving Craig Woodson and Kyle Duggar highlight this delicate balance, while the quarterback leadership expectations and offensive line competitions further illustrate the complexity of the rebuild. Fans will be watching closely as these storylines develop, eager to see how New England navigates the challenges ahead and whether these moves will pay off in the form of wins on the field. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to Patriots Hub and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our New England Patriots. And don't be shy. Share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Whispers around the NFL landscape have begun to circulate with increasing fervor as Matt Milano's recent signing with the New England Patriots sets the stage for what could be a seismic shift in the team's defensive outlook. The move has sparked a tidal wave of speculation among fans and analysts alike, who are eager to dissect how Milano's presence might transform the Patriots' linebacking core. Known for his fierce tackling, exceptional field vision, and relentless pursuit of the quarterback, Milano's reputation precedes him. His arrival in New England is being seen not just as a mere addition to the roster, but as a potential cornerstone for the defense. There's a growing buzz that the Patriots could finally fill a critical gap that has long been perceived as a vulnerability in their defensive scheme. Conversations in sports bars and online forums alike are brimming with predictions about how Milano's leadership might galvanize the entire unit, turning the Patriots into a formidable defensive force that could rival some of the best in the league. This potential transformation could very well mark a new era for New England's defense, one where the linebacker position is no longer an afterthought, but a focal point. The rumor mill is not just highlighting Milano's signing, but also suggesting that his impact might go beyond just performance on the field. There's talk that his experience and work ethic could be exactly what the Patriots need to instill a new culture in their linebacker room. Observers have been quick to point out that the Patriots, known for their disciplined and strategic approach, could leverage Milano's skill set to create a more aggressive and dynamic defense. The possibility of him stepping into a leadership role has ignited discussions on how his communication and ability to read offenses might enhance the overall defensive coordination. Some insiders speculate that Milano's presence could prompt changes in defensive play calling, allowing the Patriots to adopt a more versatile and unpredictable approach. This speculation extends to the notion that his signing might influence the team's draft and trade strategies in the coming seasons, as the front office potentially looks to build around a revamped linebacker core. The excitement is palpable, with many eager to see if Milano can live up to the high expectations now attached to his name in Foxborough. Speculation has also intensified regarding how Milano's signing fits into the broader defensive puzzle for the Patriots. Analysts have been dissecting the team's recent performance, noting that while the secondary and defensive line have shown promise, the linebacker unit has often been a weak link. The chatter suggests that bringing Milano on board could finally address that imbalance, providing a more well-rounded and resilient defensive front. This raises intriguing questions about how the coaching staff might tweak their schemes to maximize Milano's talents. Could the Patriots shift to a more aggressive blitz-heavy approach, or perhaps employ more complex zone coverages that capitalize on his instincts? Fans are already envisioning scenarios where Milano's versatility allows him to disrupt opposing offenses in multiple ways, whether through pass rushing, run stopping, or dropping back in coverage. The ripple effect of his signing might extend to how the team approaches in-game adjustments, potentially making the Patriots a tougher puzzle for quarterbacks to solve. The anticipation builds with each practice report and preseason game, as supporters eagerly await confirmation that this rumor could translate into tangible defensive dominance. Adding to the intrigue is the possibility that Milano's leadership might have ripple effects beyond the linebacker group itself. Rumors suggest that his professionalism and attitude could influence the entire defensive unit, fostering greater cohesion and accountability. Veteran players might find renewed motivation in his presence, while younger athletes could benefit from his mentorship. This kind of cultural shift is often intangible, but can be pivotal in a team's success. The buzz includes speculation about how Milano might interact with the coaching staff and potentially help bridge communication between players and coaches. Some insiders believe this could be the spark needed to elevate the Patriots' defense to new heights, especially in critical moments of high-stakes games. There's also talk that his signing could signal a more aggressive offseason approach from the Patriots in the future, aiming to assemble a defense capable of making deep playoff runs. While all this remains conjecture for now, the excitement and hope generated by Milano's arrival is unmistakable, fueling discussions about what might come next. As the preseason unfolds, the rumors surrounding Matt Milano's potential impact on the Patriots' defense continue to grow louder, feeding a narrative of promise and transformation. The idea that he might lead the linebackers and reshape the defense's identity is captivating fans who have long yearned for a dominant defensive presence in New England. Pundits are already drafting hypothetical scenarios where Milano's contributions could be the difference between a playoff exit and a Super Bowl run. The chatter also includes comparisons to past Patriots defensive leaders, pondering if Milano might fill the shoes of iconic players who once terrorized offenses in the AFC East. While only time will tell if these rumors become reality, the excitement generated by his signing is a testament to the hunger for defensive prowess in Foxborough. Every snap in the upcoming season will be scrutinized as fans hope Milano's name becomes synonymous with defensive excellence. The possibility of a new defensive era led by him is a tantalizing storyline, keeping the rumor mills spinning and the Patriots faithful dreaming big. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our New England Patriots, be sure to subscribe to Patriots Hub and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.